So why the heck all the spam when I apply for a loan? That's what I want to talk about. And that's it. Because it's happening more and more frequently. You saved up your money. You're in a great job position. You want to purchase your first home. Whether you just got married, you're having a baby, you just graduated college, whatever that situation is, you could not be more excited to take a leap into home ownership. So then your real estate agent refers you to a lender and you have a fantastic conversation and you spend hours working on the strategy, doing the loan application, collecting all of your documents, and you got it dialed in. And then what happens? Then all of a sudden you get emails and phone calls and it won't stop. It is annoying and frustrating and it's anxious. And you don't even know what happened to the loan officer you were working with because now you have all these other lenders calling you. Some even going so far as to make it sound like they were the original lender or on the original lender's team, right? It's that deceptive move that has taken something that was supposed to be good and turned it bad. So you would think that this would be illegal, that somebody would stop it. Interestingly enough, it's completely legal. In fact, it was set up to provide consumers choice, providing consumers more information so that they could make educated decisions. They didn't think about the fact that when it comes in multiples, it is absolutely overwhelming and in fact does the opposite. It makes you stressed out, want to turn it off, and just go sign another year's lease. So what is legal is the allowance for the credit bureaus, and there's 3 of them, TransUnion, Equifax, and Experian. They receive an application for credit report. And we do it as mortgage lenders, and I know other stores do it. When you're buying a car, it's done. So whenever somebody reaches out to the credit bureaus with your information, your social security number, your birth date, all private and all secure, pulling your credit report, then all of a sudden just the identifying information, i.e. your name, your telephone number, your email, is sold. The credit bureaus have a massive database. It's not the fault of the lender or the car salesman or the retail store support that's trying to get you a credit card. This is the credit bureaus have massive databases of consumer information. They see that your social security number and birth date, your name was just applied for credit. Depending on the type of credit, it has your cell phone number or a phone number associated with the file. It has emails just because of the consumer data that's collected at magnitude these days. It puts that together and says this person is applying for a mortgage, and it sells it to people who are buying trigger leads specific to a situation, whether it's a mortgage loan or whether it's a car loan or whether it's a retail store application. They're going to purchase the trigger lead. That lender receives your contact information, knows that you were just applying for a loan, immediately either gives you a call, shoots you an email, puts you on a trigger campaign because they want to win your business over the relationship. Now, I'm not saying that talking to multiple lenders is a bad thing. I'm not. You have to educate yourself, and you want to do the due diligence to ensure that you're making the best decision, number 1, from a loan financial perspective, and then number 2, from a strategy perspective. What am I using this loan for? Right? How am I capitalizing on this purchase for the next one and the next one? How am I setting myself up for success, not just for this transaction, for all the transactions yet to come? It's not as easy as simply getting more information equals a better decision, right? It's not as easy as saying, if I get 10 more lenders to call me and talk about what they can do, that I will get the best solution. That was the original intent of the law, to provide consumers with additional information to make the best decision. That opening has become abused. Undeniably, absolutely abused. And now lenders are paying massive amounts of money for trigger leads to haunt you down and try to convince you that what they're selling is better. Some of it's bait and switch, some of it is overselling, and some of it is talking about things that they could not possibly deliver. But you don't know that until you get in and you're disappointed. That's why relationships are so important. I refuse, and I've never and will never purchase a trigger lead. My team operates on relationship. Go with the referral by your real estate agent. Go with the referral that you know felt good. They knew my situation. They seemed to understand. They had creative solutions. They provided an access point. They had the experience in the area that I'm looking to achieve success. I feel like they listened to me. They provided me multiple solutions to choose from. They explained the process from beginning to end. I feel educated, I feel knowledgeable, and I feel ready to purchase a home. That's your lender. That's the one. That's the one that's made the connection and knows you and the strategy and the results you're trying to achieve. The trigger leads are obnoxious. So here's the secret. You can opt out. You can't opt out after. Well, you can, but it's not going to change the results from that transaction. But you can opt out before, and you can opt out so that it never happens again. There's a website called optoutprescreen.com. There's also a phone number, 888-567-8688. Those are both going to take you to a public service that allows you to remove yourself from any of the lists that are sold to these lenders buying trigger leads. Do yourself a favor, and I hope if you're a real estate agent watching this that you forward it to your entire consumer database. This is important because getting information is critical to your success. Getting bombarded by salespeople who have no idea what the strategy is that you're trying to implement, nor do they really care about your success, but more about the transaction. Getting looped in with them, not advantageous. This is how you create the kind of transaction that gets you into a home that you want to celebrate. And I want that celebration for you. And of course, the Rueth team would love to support you through this process. But regardless of the lender that you work with and the real estate agent that has partnered with you, I want to make sure that you have a smooth transaction that leads to the successful home purchase of a beautiful home. Well, my name's Nicole Rueth with the Rueth team. If you have any needs, any questions, anything we can do for you, please do not hesitate to reach out. And guys, make some comments down below. Tell me what you're seeing. We want to share this message and get it out. I'll see you guys soon. Bye-bye.